Hey, so if you're watching this video, you're probably just starting out with your own business or a small business, or you have a business and you're ready to go online and trying to figure out where to go from here. So I'm going to show you how to create a domain name and purchase one and some tips and tricks around it. So my company is Trying Computers. And so when I started my company way back in the day, tryingcomputers.com was there. Trying Computers on Facebook was there. Trying Computers on Twitter was there. And all the resources are out there. So Trying Computers became mine. That was almost 20 years ago. Nowadays, everything gets much more competitive, and a lot of domain names and stuff are taken, or they're more expensive because people have bought them to resell them. So an easy way is, if you know your company, if you're already an existing company, is just to go out there and to search to see if it's out there. There's two places I use. I use GoDaddy. I also use my own. I resell GoDaddy, so that's shop.tryingcomputers.com. Let's say I was just trying to find Tryon Computers. I could type in Tryon Computers here. I hit search to see whether it exists or not. And I'll come back with Trying Computers is taken, but it gives you suggestions like tryingcomputers.com without the S, or you can do tryingcomputers.net. You do CO, which is a new company. It's for like companies and stuff. You could hyphenate it. There's the US without the Trying Computer US. So this would give you ideas or suggestions around the name and stuff that you typed in. You could try to figure out whether you want to leave it off. If someone owns tryingcomputers.com, I do not recommend grabbing the .net or the .co, because you could get cross traffic, between them. Someone's just typing in .com, you bought the .net, they type in .com and they come to my website instead of your website, or vice versa. There's another cool tool if you're just starting out and you don't have a company name or you don't know where to go. There's a cool website called leandomainsearch.com. That's leandomainsearch.com. And basically, this is a great way to find out a tool. So let's say your business is going to create hair bows. So you could type in hair bows here and hit search. And what this will do is this will go out there and it will compile a list of all sorts of domain names that are available with ideas and suggestions. You can sort by popularity, length, alphabetical thing. And so if you look here, this just gave us 4,000, almost 5,000 suggestions. So let's say My Hair Bows. If you click on like the My Hair Bows, it will tell you that if the myhairbow.com is available. It also will tell you if the name is available on Twitter or not. So this one's not available on Twitter. That does not mean you can't use it. It's just not there on Twitter. I would not do the blue hosting, but this is a great site to look to see. hairbowsworld.com. So like I said, you click on these things here and you could, hey, this is here, this is on here. I would then go and check Facebook to see if Hairbow Worlds is on Facebook. Or let's say you are a plumbing company. You could just type in plum. I can spell it plumbing. And we'll go ahead and do AZ. I don't want to do plumbing not in my state. And you hit search. And it'll come up with these suggestions here. And so this is a great way to just get ideas or things. Let's say I want to do food delivery. I love spell check. So as you do this here, like I said, it's just a great way to come up with ideas that you can see whether they're there or not. So let's go food delivery tools. So this is not Twitter, but this here, just to go through the steps, let's say I like food delivery tools. I'll copy it and I'll go to whatever host that you're using, or if you don't have one, whatever one you want to use. I'm just going to go ahead and do both of these at the same time. So fooddeliverytools.com is available, and you could just hit add to cart. Okay, so once it's at your cart, you can continue to the cart. This one here, they add privacy. I don't ever do it. This is basically it's supposed to stop you from getting scams and stuff, but I always leave it off because one, I don't want to pay for it. Second thing is, if I want someone to be able to find my company, I want them to be able to contact me and not have to try to search me down. So I would say no. I continue. I use GoDaddy and my web hosting. I normally don't get a lot of spams. I know there's one called cheapdomainnames.com. I know a lot of people that use those. Um, as soon as they register, they start getting calls all day long, and they start getting emails and real big spam. I'm not a big. This one here has never really given me that, so I use them. And now if you look here, we're at your cart. So I have accounts. So I'll sign in. If not, just hit a create account, and you can just go ahead and purchase it. It's pretty simple. That's usually, like I said, mine, tryingcomputers.com, which is shop.tryingcomputer.com. If you use GoDaddy, again, fooddelivery.com is fine. So you go ahead and add it to your cart. And you're going to see this is where the big difference um, comes in. So now if we continue to the cart, so now again we got the same privacy thing. I always say no thanks. And you gotta scroll down here and then they have all these things that you have to uncheck. And so we continue to the cart. Okay, now if you notice it automatically defaults to 74 because it automatically only defaults you to 5 years. I always go down to 1 year. If this is something that I want to do or want to do in the future, it's easy to do a 1 year registration just to see whether I'm going to use it or not in the year. If I'm not using it, then I could go ahead and not renew it. If I'm going to use it long term, looks like it's growing, then I can renew it longer term or not. And then you go ahead and check out. And that is how you add. Well, that's how you purchase your domain name and that. And hopefully that helps you get started with moving your company online. And hopefully this will be a good first step in helping your company grow. Thanks.